Thank you, Madam Speaker. And boy, members, this truly could not be a more important debate that we're having. And I think the reason that I came down here and felt that it was so important to speak on this is because I am concerned about the way this debate is being painted. That concern lies in the basis that one might have been told they must vote one way or another, or that one might not care about one party or another, or that one might simply just not get it, not get what we're doing here. What we are doing, members, is not novel. The death penalty has been debated for centuries, for thousands of years. The Talmud. We talked at length in second reading about Bible references. And my colleagues and friends in the Bible study will tell you, I cannot tell you what is in the New Testament. I can't. But I'm learning because I care. Why do I care? Because I know that for many of us, our value system is rooted in a deep history of law. For what is the Bible, if not the font of law? And in the Jewish tradition, we debate that law. We debate it and debate it and debate it, and then we debate it some more. The rabbis of the Talmud discussed the legal requirements of capital punishment at great length, establishing significant barriers that made such a sentence extremely difficult to carry out. According to the Mishnah, capital cases had to be decided by a Sanhedrin, that's a court, of 23 judges. If the conviction in a capital case was unanimous, but rendered too quickly, the accused was acquitted on the assumption that the judges had not adequately considered the possibility of the defendant's innocence. Perhaps most onerous of all, the offense had to be witnessed by two people, get this, two people who warned the perpetrator immediately prior to committing the act that it was a capital offense. Think about that. Such stringencies are often understood to account for the famous Mishnah passages that state that if a Sanhedrin executed one person in 7 years, it was considered destructive. Rabbi Elazar ben Azariah objects that the standard is actually once in 70 years. And Rabbi Tarfon and Rabbi Akiva say that had they served on the court, no one would have ever been executed. Is that the final word on the subject? Hardly. I can continue to look and find sources that are going to help me say, actually, we should have the capital punishment. And I continue to look and I see sources that say, no, under no circumstances. And this is an answer to a member's question who may not be hearing. But under no circumstances should we be responsible for taking the life of anyone, no matter how heinous their crime? So should I be responsible for saying that this person should die? I need 22 more judges to stand with me. And then if we are unanimous, I have to say that we're wrong. How do we get there? For me, members, for the conversations that I have had in my own home, with my own children, with my own community members, in my synagogue, in the churches in my neighborhoods, where I have spoken to members about this topic. Like my colleague from Salida said, this one's a yes, this one's a no, this one's a yes, this one's a no. We have listened to gruesome debate, members. And what was the intent? We have touched on every possible subject. We have had the conversations in our own spaces. And the question is now before us. But to say that one person's vote is less than or more than, to say that one person's vote is right or wrong, none of us can say that. But we can continue to debate. So if a vote goes one way and not another, that's not ever the end of the story. Case in point, we have a statutory revision committee. It is never the end of the story. Just like debating the Talmud is never the end of the story. Law is a living document. And at this time, in this society, in this time of our lives, we all fought to be in these seats. We all promised our community members that we would be their voice. And we have each done our work. And I believe that we can each, in good conscience, push the button that we wish to push. Because we have done that homework. Because we have talked to our community members. And if it were to be a unanimous vote, perhaps we made the gravest error of all. I do not believe that we can come to unanimity on this issue. And that's okay. And if we have to debate it again and again and again, then we have to continue to debate it again and again and again. Because our community members matter. The victims matter. We all matter. And all of our families matter. So today, members, I will support this bill because I believe in my study of the Talmud that is what Rabbi Akiva would have done. And I will follow today Rabbi Akiva.